now. See, now I'm all screwed up. Now I got to go back to my coffee shop. I have no idea what's going on. And this was Friday when I was losing my mind.
Love that.
Yeah, I'm having a little too much fun with my virtual.
Oh, that's great.
I love that.
Jesse's on the show.
What? We have a guest. What's up, Jesse? Hey, this is Torrey with Producer Tuesdays, and we're coming to you live from Zoom. I guess live to tape.
There is a way to be live. Well, I don't know. Is there an integration on LinkedIn? There's so much is happening in like a span of 3 weeks that my mind is blown.
If a company social platform doesn't have a live from wherever you are feature, I bet they have it in the next 6 weeks.
Yeah.
So, everybody's pushing out that live content right now, making a big deal out of it, as well as networks are totally happy with using Skype and Zoom to drop you into their TV shows, which is great.
Right. I want to say, I think it's lowered the bar for what we will accept in production values, but raise the bar in our communication styles and capabilities. Yeah. So I think that we'll come to a happy medium somewhere. I know that, I think our stuff is looking good. Like Jesse's recording, usually you're hidden and muted and recording, but you're at your home studio, you're recording the meeting, I'm recording the meeting, and then as a backup, and then you take it. And what do you have to do in Premiere to make it look solid?
I mean, it's not anything difficult. You just kind of find something to put behind it, get some nice graphics going to make it interesting. And then, I don't know, I do a lot of audio cleanup too, because, these aren't the best microphones usually. You have a fancy one.
You're liking mine? Is it?
Yeah, it sounds great.
And you have an external mic, Torrey?
So I don't, not yet. And so I'm just using the mic that's on here, and, in the room, the office that I'm in, it's, wooden floors, and, there's so I know that it's a really live room where I'm at right now. But so it could be better if I really started doing more interviews like you're doing with your public relations videos, which are fantastic. Companies are getting an opportunity to talk to a media professional like you, sounds good, looks good, and can continue to get their message out. And it's just a new type of content, which is fantastic. But anyway, here we are all cordoned away and back to our houses. But it was actually very comforting and exciting to have several people reach out and say, we need video, and let's figure out what our plan is for right now. So that felt pretty good.
Hey, Lisa Ray, thank you for popping in on our little show today.
Hi guys, how are you? Good to see you.
We know who you are, and a lot of our clients know who you are, but tell us who you are and about LHR.
LHR Digital is a digital agency that works with TMG and Rigo Productions, among others. And my business is working with companies for websites, mobile apps, software development, data migration projects. That happens to be what I'm working on right now. I'm watching my other monitor here. If you see me keep moving, I'm working with a development team on a data migration project that we're really coming down to the wire on. So basically any digital needs, and I work with companies, work on their strategy with them, what they need and so forth. And then I also have the technical expertise to be able to transition between sort of the C-suite and what they need and the technical folks, because I've been trained, I came from that end.
Tell us what's happening in your neck of the woods.
In my neck of the woods, staying healthy, first of all, and working away. I've always worked virtually. I do have a great setup here. So working with my development teams, actually 2 of them as we speak on the other monitor here, keeping business going. And
we're just anxious for us to get back to the new normal where I think we're going to take all these lessons that we've learned or are learning and integrate them into how we do business.
Yeah, absolutely.
Lisa, even though you've worked remotely routinely, anything that you think you'll change when this passes?
I think that a lot of people will be more comfortable with working remotely moving forward. I love coming into the studio. I love hanging out with the crew. It's great. And then when you're working at home, it's a totally different vibe. And I think I'm seeing some of the teams that I work with traditionally in office when I go visit them or something. They're much more comfortable now in these last couple of weeks working virtually. It reduces travel time. It reduces a lot of things. So I think a lot of this will stay with us moving forward. I'm also a webinar producer as well, so I'm working on a couple of projects with that, and I think we'll see more conferences and so forth moving online because it reduces costs and a lot more people can participate.
Torrey and I are working with a prospect about, creating a program, like you're saying, a webinar, a training session. And our big creative moment was thinking of ways to keep the relationships active. When you have a live meeting, you have the opportunity to really encourage interpersonal relationships with the people that are in the training program or what have you. So I think mostly for us, Torrey, wouldn't you agree that that's our goal?
Yeah, I think that it is because as much as you just mentioned, a lot of companies are starting to do live streaming, and streaming is becoming a little bit more understood from a lot of people. That the thing is that you still need to address what is one of the biggest takeaways from attending a conference or attending a big convention, and that is those one-on-one connections that you make that are going to grow your business. I know that you're talking about that one particular client. I'm also working with an ad agency who's trying to figure out what they can do to try to save those one-on-one experiences. And the thing is that when you look at what the biggest takeaway was, people said, we are actually running into the CEO of company A and we put a deal together within 30 minutes. If I wasn't there and I didn't see him and I didn't meet him, it would have taken me 6 months to get through the secretary, get through the assistant, get through the front office to get that meeting booked with them. And then I would have had to fly to go meet them and do all these other things. So, one, I think there's showing a lot of value in what those conferences can offer people. So I think that people, we're going to need to get back to that. But I think that there's ways that we can address it with Zoom and with live and figuring out how to orchestrate communication and orchestrate some of those one-on-one meetings that, like I mentioned before, that's the difference between a higher level live stream production and something that's just, a simple Zoom call. These are truly different things. And I think that it's up to us as producers to help design that communication.
Right. I absolutely agree. And there are platforms that enable that as well, where you can have an actual networking session, have your actual session of learning, training, that type of thing, and then go into another room virtually and do that networking. So yeah, that's great stuff, Torrey.
Can I put you on the spot? Like running your webinars, like have you done stuff like that before? How are you actually orchestrating some of that? When you mentioned jumping into a room, were you just saying that, or that's something you've actually seen happen or do with the webinar?
Yeah, absolutely. There's a platform that that I use and have used for years that lets you set up the sessions, and they can be with video or PowerPoint slides or whatever, and Q&A, and totally moderated event. And then also you have the rooms where you can go in and look around at the sponsors, just like you would if you were at a trade show or something. And then a room where you can just go in and everyone's sort of in there and networking, and it's all handled through the platform.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's a great solution.
Yeah.
I like it.